seem to kind of be this belief that Jared Goff is the problem with the Detroit Lions, and with Goff, we never gonna win with Goff, and Goff the problem, and whoever you talk to, they need to get a quarterback. And I was the first person saying that when they got him. Excuse me. I was the first person saying that when they got him, but sorry. Get ready to go in. But let's kind of unpack that, man. It's a lot of people saying that the Detroit Lions, need a quarterback and won't win till they get a quarterback. That ain't happening. They ain't getting rid of Goff. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Regardless, I did a video about Braylon Edwards. He said the same thing I said about Jared Goff. Like, he don't have any pocket mobility. Like, when you see Brady slide within the pocket and be able to still make an accurate throw, once Goff move his feet in the pocket, unless he's stepping up in the pocket, it's a wrap. It's an inaccurate football. And I think people starting to see the limitations of Jared Goff. You can't bootleg. You can't move the pocket. For the most part, all your resources have to go into the offensive line because he can't improvise. He can't slide in the pocket, step over, find the throwing lane. He can't do it. And year after year, he just don't work on that mobility, or it may not be possible. It's not mean like he got to go out there, and he's not unathletic. He ran a 4.8 too, I believe it was. So where's the issue at? Does he need to be training in sand and sliding in the pocket in sand, putting ankle weights on with it? I don't know. But the fact of the matter is, he here to stay. He's here to stay, even if they admit to themselves that he ain't the guy they can win a championship, and they not being honest with themselves. But he ain't the number one issue. I'll say that. He ain't the number one issue. But yeah, he ain't the number one issue when you're dealing with the Detroit Lions is simply the fact of injuries. I hear people say, well, Jared Goff isn't a good playoff performer. Yes, he is. Why would you want to drive this right next to my car? This nigga's a fucking he's a true fucking retard. I don't think this dude is just tightly knit, bro. They're a bunch of dummies. But yeah, I think, the injury is the number one issue. And then he to me, in my opinion, bro, he's not a bad playoff performer. He performed well in the Tampa game. He performed well in every playoff game. The only reason he didn't play well in Washington, it was a bad game plan. You get ready for work with me. it was a bad game plan, bro. You got the 32nd rush defense, and I'm gonna always bring this fact up. You got the 32nd best rush defense, right? And on 3rd and short, I think it was 3rd and 2, on your side of the field, damn near if not in the red zone. If you remember this play when they played the Commanders in the playoff game, what did they do? They went like 5 wide receivers. They spread out the whole defense. They spread the whole defense out, bro. He's fucking this guy, man. They at my job, they just so lazy. They don't be doing nothing, bro. Nothing. But they went 5 wide receivers. And Goff got a concussion, a picks. I think it was a pick 6 or a fumble for a touchdown or almost a touchdown. And every time Gibbs touching the ball, he getting 10 yards a pop. So this whole thing, I remember somebody was like, Goff puts up a lot of, they were saying Goff puts up a lot of padding. No, he don't. Goff put up really good, meaningful numbers. Stafford, we padding the fucking stats when he was here. Goff plays well. When you need Goff to play well, when they need to get a touchdown, whether it was versus Seattle a couple years ago, when they need to do, Goff is a clutch performer that have been here. Do he have his bad stretches? Absolutely. Every year he have a bad stretch. This year, I really couldn't put that on him. I think, they got to, any quarterback, you got to run the football with. That's a fact. Any quarterback, you got to run the football with. Dak had a great year. They got him a running game. Bo Nix had a better year. They had a little bit of you got to get these guys running games. You got to get them running games. That's why I don't really understand. Like, every quarterback, Tom Brady needed a running game. Even the extension of the short passing game. So this whole thing where Goff is the number one primary problem is injuries, bro. I believe Goff is good enough to win a Super Bowl. Do I think his limitations there? Yeah, but also this team, if healthy, I feel like they would have already won one. But that's the number one thing. They can't stay healthy. That's the number one issue. They can't stay healthy. So we can bitch and complain about Goff, but that's an absolute. You know, you go around, you see these different teams having an issue trying to find quarterback play. Think about it. All these teams having the issue. Brad Holmes ain't rushing into it. They tried to get Hendon Hooker, and that was a fucking epic failure. So it ain't always easy to go out there and find great quarterback play. But that's an absolute. So y'all saying, oh, we not going, okay, get y'all hopes. Stop predicting Super Bowl, divisional win. If y'all, so we can go to, if y'all don't believe in Goff, don't believe in him. But that he ain't the reason they won. It's just simply been health. Does he need to improve his pocket mobility? Yeah, but it ain't gonna happen. 30 years old? It ain't gonna happen. You know? So we can get into these talks, we can get into all this stuff, but if y'all truly believe that Goff ain't him, then stop making these bold predictions. Y'all be letting these dudes hype y'all up. We're letting the offseason hype you up. You know, every year you got the YouTuber. This is the best, the best underrated free agent signing. Like I get it. Everybody trying to make their bread. I feel it. Don't nobody want to go to work no more. Everybody feel like they can be a content creator, and you know they feel like their opinion is the absolute. If you don't agree with me, F you. Then I ain't like that. I try to see stuff from other people's perspective, but the thing about it is, the issue is just injuries. I keep saying that. It's injuries. That's our primary issue is injuries. So it ain't Goff. You can win with Goff. You know, you can win with him. But, you know, there's some things he needs to improve on with mobility. And like I said, he ain't a 5'20", 5'10", 5'20", 40 guy. 4'8", 4'8", I think it was. So now we figuring out, okay, let's get some more. Let's work on the hip flexors, work on the abductors. Let's work on the hamstring. Let's work on the chopping the feet and moving. And let's work on sliding. I'm like, what are you working on in the off season? You know what I'm saying? Like, but hey, appreciate y'all. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, check out the Trey Lions Talk playlist. Hit the first link in the description. Find me everywhere there. Peace.